Hey, stay right there. This is Mohammed Siddique, the founder of Pakistani Social Entrepreneurship Academy, a project of Al-Sharif Foundation. So you are a CEO of a company making 5 to 10, 15, $20 million every year revenue, not the profit I'm talking about. But if you're making profit, good for you. We are going to show you how you can actually multiply that one. However, most of the people who are watching this making 5 to 10 million dollars, 15, $20 million revenue. It's not about the revenue, it's how much you can keep. That's a big challenge. You have that one. So I'm going to give you the solution today. It's not me, by the way. You don't have to worry about it. Even though you don't understand my one word what I'm talking about, stick with me in a few minutes. My guests, they probably speak your accent, so we don't have to worry about the accent part anymore. You can make fun of me if you like to. I make fun of myself all the time. My family makes fun of my accent. However, I cannot stop because that's my passion to bring you the best message around the world. I try to find as much as possible, work hard to get you exactly to help you. You, I'm talking. Stick with me. If you have a coffee, you are welcome to drink a coffee and enjoy that, but it's only for a few minutes. So you are making that much revenue and it's very hard to keep that much. And how do you hire and keep the best people and keep them passionate about what they do? Because if you are a CEO and you're hiring the wrong people, guess what? I've been to CEO many times and many companies. Right now, I have over 10 companies myself. I manage them. If I don't have the best people, I will be failing every time. However, you are making 5 to 10 million dollar revenue. Guess what? You're not failing. You need to optimize the process. Get going. If you want to know that one, stick with me for next few minutes. Oh, by the way, one more thing. I can tell you myself, I don't know about you, is lonely on the top. There's nobody to actually talk to you, where you're going to have a professional network who have the similar challenges what you have. For me, I'm lucky, I'm blessed. So when you stuck at your business at a challenge, where you go for a professional networking? Because it's a lonely on the top. You know what? I'm blessed. I have so many mentors in my life around the world. They are the top of their game. However, where you go for networking? Because you can't network with your competition. Guess what? They're going to steal your trade secret. But how do you do that? Someone in another industry who already have gone through the same challenges that you have, why not network with them? But how do you do that? I'm going to share with you, bring my guest. My guest today is no one else than Kevin Dunn, who is the CEO of CEO Clubs of America from New York, New Yorker, you know. Come on, New Yorker. My guest, Kevin Dunn, CEO of CEO Clubs of America, has been in business since the age of 23. Come on, senior executive and in leadership position for over 20 years. He is like, we call it, been there, done that many times in many businesses. I'm going to ask him to tell you everything, but so that way you get to know him. So welcome, Kevin Dunn. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Siddique.
Kevin, let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
The person that inspired me most was my father, Rich Dunn. Rich is a former executive, senior officer of major insurance companies, and he taught me pretty much everything I know. Without him, I wouldn't be here today.
Thank you. So before we even continue the interview, I want to know who inspired you. I'm talking about you. You're watching this. It's not about my guest. It's not about me. I know who inspired me, but today my interview is about you, not about me. So I'm going to tell you in the comments when you actually write who inspired you. We will love to know that one. As we continue, Kevin, tell us your whole story, where you went to school, how you learned all that. So you're doing so amazing things, helping many CEOs around the world.
Well, it's been an exciting time. I went to Lemoyne College up in Syracuse, New York. I also went to get my master's at Fairleigh Dickinson University. I have been involved in the healthcare and insurance markets for well over almost 20 years. I've owned telemarketing centers, insurance agencies, and insurance companies in my past. I've been a member of CEO Clubs for 15 years. And then about a year and a half, 2 years ago, the founder, Joe Mancuso, who's a well-known author and written over 30 books, asked me to take it over, and I did. And now what we've been doing for the last 2 years is we organized the organization to now where we have 42 chapters around the world. I've worked with a lot of quality CEOs around the world, both from Fortune 100 companies down to your home-based business. I've had a lot of experience, and I've helped a lot of people start their businesses and to grow their business.
Wonderful. So you are from the top to the bottom. I'm from a home-based business, by the way. I run over 10 businesses myself all around the world, and I have a client in 40 countries. So CEO, if you think so, the home-based businesses are small. No, it's not small.
No, everything starts out. Everything starts out with a home-based business. One of my favorite stories for a startup company is the story of AIG, one of the largest companies in the world. And AIG was founded by a gentleman by the name of Starr. And Starr had 4 companies that failed. Got into a little trouble here back in the 1880s, took off to China to get away from the authorities, found out that when he did that he saw going down the Yangtze River how these warlords would raid these villages. So what he did was he went to the warlord, then he went to the village and he cut a deal, thus started AIG. And it started out of the pirate trade. And he came back, had so much money, he bought his way out of his problem, and AIG came into bear where it's now one of the largest companies in the world. And it started out of somebody who was on the run on basically a merchant marine vessel. So if that person can do it, anyone can do it.
And not only that, federal government has bailed them billions of dollars. I know that. You know that too. That's why I see. Imagine the so inspiring story. However, thanks God, we don't have to be in that big trouble to inform that AIG is just a metaphor. You can have a company you don't have to go through all the troubles to form AIG now, because now you have the mentorship, so that you stay away from those things.
That's right.
So Kevin, what are your immediate plans to grow your CEO clubs?
Well, CEO clubs, we plan on building it to well over 100 chapters around the world. We basically wish to put out, we're going to be putting on a new TV show in China. We're hoping to do the same here in America for CEOs. We have a new radio show that we're going to be promoting in the next few months. And on top of all that, our plan is to grow it to be the largest peer-to-peer entrepreneur organization in the world. And our plan is to do that within the next 5 years.
Wonderful, wonderful. We are going to find out, stick with us, we are going to find out how we can help Kevin to achieve that one, because it's about your success, it's not about his success. You can't believe how much he's giving back. However, before we will trust you, Kevin, I know you are my guest, but I have to grill you on this one, because my new friend who is watching this right now says, come on, Kevin, give us something actionable, so I know you know your stuff. That leads to my next question. Give us 3 actionable steps that can work as a cheat sheet. Someone who is CEO who is watching right now can use and implement in their business and grow their bottom line. Go for it.
Sure. The first and most important is be yourself. Be passionate about your business, but be yourself. People want to do business with you, but they have to like you first before they like your product. So that's number 1. Number 2, know your business inside and out. Make sure you know the facts, your industry, your competitors, everything about your business. People like talking to somebody who know everything about their business and they have command over the issues. And 3, make sure that when you go out and you when you're out there marketing your business, that you're working with people that you trust. You need good employees. You need people that you can rely on. I've never met a CEO who's been successful who hasn't had a very good support structure. If you have a bad support structure, you'll have 10 times harder time of achieving your goals. So make sure you surround yourself with quality people that you not only trust, but can make you look good out there.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. So you are watching this. It looks so simple what Kevin is sharing. There's nothing magical about it. However, it's not easy to implement, I can tell you for sure. Even though it looks simple, but it's not easy to implement, because you need a peer-to-peer support. Why? Because otherwise I could not have done what I have done. My whole success, little success in my little world, credit goes to my mentors and peers where I shared my problems. I don't even call them problems, because I know that's what you think. That's why I'm using the word. I say challenges. Somebody already solved that one. Why not just share with us on a cup of coffee or dinner or lunch, and that you can actually express yourself. That's the key. So Kevin and my new guest, you probably don't know what I do. I am the founder of Pakistani Social Entrepreneurship Academy, a project of AL-Sharif Foundation. Our mission is to train 1 million entrepreneurs in Pakistan. Why? Because I'm originally from Pakistan, living here in the US for 18 years. Nobody knew me, and I have gone through so many blessed people who helped me to days where I am right now. In fact, I'm blessed to share with you many world top mentors. They are my mentors and plus my clients too. How easy is it? Mostly you pay to the mentors, but in my case, I pay to mentors. Yes, it's not free, but I make them my client too. This is a level of friendship, how I know how to build a friendship at a very fast speed. I want to build a friendship with you. You're watching this. Why? Because I need your help. Since grade 8, I have been outside of my home and traveling. And when I came here, somebody paid for my airline ticket, $3,750. I was interviewed on Voice of America. I have that my person who helped me to thank them in front of millions of people on a live call. Say, thank you so much for your support. Of course, I paid him money back. But 18 years later, now I am almost in 40 countries I'm doing business. How did I do that? I can share with you how you can actually make an impact. Because in my life, so many people helped me to get where I am today. I'm in a giving back mode. How did I learn this one? One of my friend and mentor, Nido Abdo, he says, you need to live a life, meaningful life, you need a 3 types of account. How many? 3 types of account. One is called living account, where you kind of pay day-to-day expenses, put food on the table. The second one, you need a saving account, so you kind of save it for the future generation and for your kids' higher education and all that stuff. We all know that part. The most important, I like the last one. You will be surprised what that is. That's called giving account. It doesn't have to be separate bank account. That's something here. Do you have a heart to give someone? So if you, that way, if you have a giving account, guess what, from your giving account? It's a mental account where you can move money from your saving account to the giving account to give and leave an impact in the better place in the world. That's what I started right now. I'm working all my virtually 24/7. Even my dreams comes on this one, for this foundation, because so many people help me to get where I am today. I want to pay it forward and help over 1 million people in next 1 year. I have a very specific goal. 1 million people in next 1 year. Here's how it works. We are training them for free. It's under a charity, and you have the opportunity to give. I'm giving you the opportunity to give a $100 to support one child, and you can connect with the child and see the quality of our training. And we're training them how to make money online themselves, so they can support themselves and support their families. In fact, I want to take this opportunity to thank you so much, Kevin Dunn, for supporting us.
No, my pleasure.
Thank you so much. That really means the world to me, by the way. So on the behalf of Pakistani Social Entrepreneurship Academy and this entire community, we really appreciate you for your support. That means that will extend, because once you give even $100, even $1,000, doesn't matter. As you are CEO of $5-10 million company, I'm asking for only one time, not again and again. There's no donor fatigue. You choose X number of students you want to sponsor. We can talk about whatever you can afford to start. It's okay. We train that many students on the other side. Guess what happened? When the student makes money that much, every student makes a minimum $100 first. They donate their first earning back to the charity. Then we reuse that money to support the next student, the next student, the next student. So your $100 to one student can create maybe $1 million impact in the lifetime. We have no idea how much impact will be. However, that's how you start the seed. So we won't get into the donor fatigue that way. We are not asking money more from you after that. So like our guest, Kevin Dunn, supported us, we want your support. That's why we are doing this. Can you help me? Would you help me? I have no idea. However, if you are not in position to help, then send us a private message. Hey, I like your message. Maybe you can introduce her to someone else who can help us. Please, please. That's almost like a begging to you. I need support, because in next 1 year, I need to train 1 million students. And I can't do it alone. You can tell. I have a big group like Kevin and many others who are supporting us, and I need your support. We cannot do it alone. Thank you so much for listening to the support message. Kevin, someone who is watching right now, how they can support you?
Well, I think first of all, they need to support you first. They need to give you and to show. Most of our members are very elite people in their communities. They're people that we're an invite-only club. We take in the most serious business people from the various communities around the country, and therefore we're a pay it forward type of a group. We're not a charity. We're a entrepreneurial group, but we work with a lot of different groups that help people. And if they're coming in and they can show us their ability to help others like they're helping you, and to give what they can, that would show to us that they're somebody that would at least be somebody we would look to put into the club or to bring that can help. The goal at our club is to make sure that they can help others in the club. It's not just for the fact of signing up to be a member. So that's an important aspect in it. By going in and supporting charities, supporting great causes like what you're doing is something that we would look at as a very good sign and a very strong indication that there's somebody who would be a great character fit for our club. And on top of all that, then there's other things that we could be a part. They could contribute in other ways. We're looking for experienced business leaders, people that can really help others grow their business and understand how to overcome certain obstacles and create a solutions environment, a solutions-driven environment. And that's some of the things that we look for. So going and working through showing us that they can take those steps is very important to us. And it's important to the other members in the club, because that's something that they all do. and we're all part of the same cause, and we look to not only better ourselves but to better the communities we live in.
Thank you so much. I couldn't believe you would really put me in a spot where I'm so felt overwhelmed now. So, oh my God, I'm blessed. My guest is actually say, okay, you need to even support me first before you even get to the Kevin Club. Why? Because he's looking for givers, not the takers. Yes. Everybody say, give me, support me, support me, support me. Guess what happens? If you are a giver, you get a many times more. Because imagine in a group where everybody's trying to give you. Guess what? When you help enough number of people to get what they want, you get what you want. Zig Ziglar said, not me. Kevin, what would you say as a final word?
Well, as a final word, I would say that number one, they should support causes like what you're doing, Siddique. It's so important to pay it forward, to help people in so many different ways. There's so many good people out there. Sometimes we only hear about the bad ones. We only hear about the ones that cause all the mischief and the headaches. But there's a lot of good people, and it's a good thing to help people not only give to charities, give to good causes, but also to give their time and their knowledge. So CEO Clubs is about that. It's about education. It's about growing personally, growing socially, growing professionally, growing your business is part of it. And from a standpoint of looking at it, we're looking for people that can bring more to the table than just a balance sheet. We're looking for people that can bring a lot more to the table, that can help the people around them become better professionals, even better human beings, because that's the most important thing. From our standpoint, we've been around for 40 years. Our model works very well. We've had people that have been in the club for that long. Some of the original members are still part of it and very strong into it. So from a final word, what I would say is if you're interested in a CEO Club environment and interested in joining a peer advisory group, interested in growing your business, interested in seeing some very interesting talks from a Donald Trump to a Ben Carson to a Bill Gates, give us a look. But also make sure you're supporting great causes like what Siddique is doing, because I think to us, those are the people that really translate into the real difference makers in our society. And it doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. It doesn't matter what your core political views are. What's important is that you're bringing very solid character. You're helping people to achieve their goals and dreams, and that's the most important thing. So that's why I like to leave it.
Thank you so much, Kevin, CEO of CEO Clubs of America, for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Pakistani Social Entrepreneurship Academy, a project of AL-Sharif Foundation and its entire community. We appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique. Wish you good luck, good sales. I do hope our path across again on our next amazing guest. Until then, take care.
Thank you for having me.